Good day, good day, good day, everybody. Gonna let you guys roll in. Okay, so today we're talking about the anti-hero and why everyone loves the anti-hero. It's not just something that's in books, but I gotta tell you, when I first started writing books, everyone really loved the Superman kind of hero. He's like the dream hero. He's helpful, he's kind, he's patient. But while I was writing books, they're turning this shift into consumers, and what they really wanted was this anti-hero. And so I'm going to talk about what is the anti-hero, examples of the anti-hero when it comes to running your business, and how you can be a very awesome anti-hero if that is you. Now, I want to really explain what the anti-hero is first. Some of you guys are going to identify with this person. And this is also a lot of the times the reason someone won't start a business. They think they're not friendly enough. They don't have they can't really interact with people. They're not really social beings. They kind of keep to themselves. They're kind of raw. And that kind of really sums up the anti-hero, but there's still that hero piece, which means in business, it is supplying something people need. So, you're being a hero because someone has a need, your customer has a need, and you have what that customer needs. And so what you're doing is you're supplying what the need is, but you're probably not, their bestie when you're doing it. They're probably even afraid to say thank you. But if that's who you are, you can still run a very profitable business. And so, you can think about the anti-heroes that are in movies like Daredevil. Daredevil's an anti-hero. Batman, I would count Batman as an anti-hero too. And so I wrote a ton of them. And so here's an example of what an anti-hero would look like. So say there's a coffee brand and their coffee is like really, really strong. And their slogan is basically for people who really don't feel like going to work. Like I'm just trying to make it in life. Like, so their coffee branding, everything about it is kind of just like, because life sucks, but your coffee shouldn't. It's not so warm and cheery. It doesn't give you butterflies, but at the end of the day, you can relate to that. And so that's key number one when it comes to running a business as the anti-hero. It's being relatable. There are going to be people who relate to you no matter who you are. So you're not the like super bubbly, friendly person. Maybe you're not the best social being. Maybe when people talk to you in social circles, they're kind of like, whoa. But if you're real, people are going to relate to that. There's a lot of people, and there's this like whole antisocial movement that's going on too. I'm not saying that all anti-heroes are introverts or things like that, but it could be something where, if the business is running like, we don't care about social cues. We're not here to, be your best friend. We're here to make sure you're just getting by. We're making sure that you're up, you're energized, you're doing what you got to do to get through this life. And so that would be like one example for coffee. And there's a ton of examples about this for other businesses as well. Sometimes people like to play it off like the lone wolf. I'm out here, I'm going against the grain. So coaches can do that. Consultant businesses can do that. I'm going to show you something like it's super secret. Not a lot of people are doing it. Some people hate it. Some people love it, and you're kind of like communicating in a way where it's kind of like, I don't really care what you think. I'm going to give you the truth. And trust me, some people, they're going to be down for that. They want the truth. So moving from being relatable, it's being authentic. And so you put that inside your communication. I just gave the example about the coffee being real, just trying to get by or something. Another example would be, lines with the coffee. Let's see, because I'm like, this is just coming off. Can't get out of bed. What's another one? Let's see. Water. Oh, is that? Well, they're very controversial, but there's that death water, instead of like living water. I don't know if I would suggest you drink death water. I don't know. That's between you and, whoever you worship. But, that is kind of going against the grain, right? And so when you're emailing people, when you're emailing your email list, you'd probably be like, hey, thanks for trying the coffee out. Let us know if it kept you up or not. And, things like that. Tell us what you did now that your life doesn't suck or it sucks a little less. So those are like two key points about being the anti-hero. And so this is why branding is also important. So once you kind of get your niche, you kind of get your following, you really want to like, focus in on who you are and who you're serving. A lot of the times the anti-heroes are serving people who are really genuine about who they are, and they're probably, not trying to change much. I totally love people who are like that, by the way, but I kind of love everybody. um, but yeah, good branding really helps when it comes to perfecting the anti-hero. And then, not so much being the lone wolf, but also showing that there's a movement, there's a team behind you who is trying to also help you succeed at what you're trying to do. And so, in your messaging and your emails, you can be talking about, we're here to do this for you. We want to make sure X, Y, and Z, depending on what you're offering. And so then that shows us kind of like a culture movement that's happening with your product. And so say you're someone though, and you're a sole proprietor, or you're running your own business by yourself. You don't really have a team. I would encourage you to go to my webinar. There's a link below. I'm going to be talking about all the steps you need to do to start your business. Even if you already are running your business, how to set up a system where you can be capturing 5 to 6 figures a month moving forward. A lot of times we start up a business, but we don't have that good branding in there. And then we don't have the system in there where everything's kind of running without us needing to run it ourselves. And that's what I try to help businesses do. I try to help people run their business on the outside of their business, not in their business. To get out of your business, okay, and do other things. So instead of doing automations and emails and all that kind of stuff, you can depend on a virtual assistant to do it for you. And my prices start really, really, really low. And so I'm going to be hosting a webinar that kind of walks you through how to start your business from start to finish, and implementing all these little pieces that you need in order to have it running for you, so that you're not running after it. It's all about nurturing and capturing leads, so that you have someone there who's ready to buy whenever you drop a deal. So the link to that is going to be in the description. Hope to see you guys there. And if you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the description. Also, like and subscribe if you really. Okay, bye.